Being late, my profuse apologies to you for being late. But tell your neighbor, tell your friend, yes, share with one and all today. I'm continuing a conversation that I started this morning on TVJ when love is not enough. So please join, please share, and follow and like and subscribe and hit the thumbs up on all of that. Do all of the things that you need to do. Everybody, everywhere, yes, please come on. Please join us now, right? We are running a little bit late. I know you probably had come on earlier and you would have wished that I would have joined earlier too, but I was not on. But here I am now. So please come on, please join the chat now. I know you're probably on your lunchtime, right? So I'm giving you a few minutes, yeah, to do that, to share and tell your friend and call somebody and let them know that, I am on, Bishop Dr. Carla Dunbar, that I am on. Share, where are you? Share, you're on. Yeah, go ahead. Like and share. Yes, like and share, like and share, like and share. Let everybody know that I'm on. Call Laura, call Keisha, call Tamika, call everybody and tell them it's time, it's time, it's time. We are running late, like I said before, right? Yes, I see you are who? Lorianne. Lori, you was waiting downtown babyface. I know. Frank, how you doing? I'm telling you, it's been a busy day, busy day. But to look this good, you have to have a very busy day, not true. And to look this good, you have to wake up early. Yeah, it's been a busy day. But I'm happy that you're joining me now. Yes, the Christian registered nurse. Yes. How na do? Yeah, when you never watch me this morning on TVJ, talking of myself. So yes, we started a conversation at that time. Yeah, where are my Facebook people? Come on now. You need to show yourself up here. We're talking today about when love is not enough. I thought I started the conversation this morning, um, but this conversation can be very extensive. So I think we can talk about it today. Because some people think that to say I love you is it. I will swim across the ocean for you and drop off the bed too, because I love you that much. The link for TVJ, oh, I'll see if I can find it. I tell some, they will post it, all right, so that you can get to see it. Right. But yeah, but we'll continue discussion right here. Hi Janet, how you doing? Well, welcome. It's good to have you. Good to have you. Please like, please share, please, give a thumbs up and send the thing and make it get viral, because too many relationships are not where they are supposed to be. And so we have to help them. We have to help the single people to make a good decision, a right decision based on informed choice. We have to make the people that are in relationship understand that it needs to sustain, like when you sustain a house and a car, right? And we need to understand that there are bumps and grinds in the road. There are holes that you drop into and pitfalls sometimes, right, Janet? Right. There are holes and pitfalls in relationships, and sometimes a relationship becomes a situationship. But you have to weather all of those storms, right? Because we're not leaving and going anywhere if it's not abuse. So, yeah, so that's what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about when love is not enough. I am Bishop Dr. Carla Dunbar. This is Love Online, your Wednesday lunchtime feature while you're having your lunch, grabbing your lunch, eating your lunch, sharing your lunch. This is the feature, right? We ran a little bit late today because, like I said, it's a busy day. Has been a busy day and it continues. So I don't need to pray up my strength because, boy, it's a whole day and then I still have things to go and do on the road. I'm online tonight too on an international radio station. That's another thing I should tell you. I should tell you the link, right? They're going to post a link. But I'll be on tonight with Dr. KJ from Atlanta, right? Talking about cervical cancer and stuff like that. Important things, ladies and gentlemen, you need to know these important things, right? So, I want about three of me. Anybody willing to be mentored and trained so that you can come and help me out? Yeah. I want a couple of us. So we're talking about when love is not enough. When I love you is not enough. When that wanes, when you have been in it for a while and life start happening. When the children come and they multiply a distraction, When all of that is not enough, what do you do? What keeps it going? And what causes that disconnect too? So that love is not enough, so that love becomes not enough. You know, we didn't have time to explore it a lot this morning. It was just a 15-minute segment this morning with myself and Delia and forgot his name. Nice guy, right? But sometimes couples disconnect. You've been in a relationship for a while, and apart from the obvious things like infidelity and abuse, because those things can cause a disconnect in a relationship, right? And it's not because I don't believe it's because you don't love the person anymore. But there is love and there is love. There is love, the choice, and then there is the butterflies in your stomach and the goosebump on your arm. That is the in love, the romantic aspect of it that you think nothing can ever go wrong. There is that. So when that is not happening as it's supposed to, when you no longer have the flutter of the heart, you say, girl, yes, Kenisha, sister, that you join. When all of that is no longer happening, what is supposed to take place? Let me tell you one of the things that has to take place. You have to understand that relationships have to be maintained. They have to be maintained. You can't just leave it up to chance because nothing ever just happens. You can't just say, well, him supposed to, she's supposed to. No, you have to be intentional at ensuring that the thing is happening. You understand? So that you keep the fire burning. What Jamaican play I watched some years ago. I don't remember the name of the play. And the man talked about when if you want the pot for boil, could have to push a fire. I understand what that means because I'm a country girl and I know about wood fire. But if you want the flames of your love to be burning brightly and you don't want it to be just become embers, then you have to be responsible for stoking the fire and doing the thing. So love cannot be enough in every sense, in the sense that, all right, there are other things that makes up a relationship apart from I love you. By the way, single ladies and single gentlemen, let me just tell you this right off of the reel. For somebody to tell you that I love you is no guarantee that the relationship going to go anywhere. Not a guarantee whatsoever. For them to give you a promise ring, that's our next topic we're going to talk about. For them to give you a promise ring, it is not a guarantee of anything. Promises are meant to be broken. I mean, they can be broken. That's what I mean. Right? Them should be kept, but they are broken. So that is not a foundation, and you should not get your hopes up about it. Men are giving ring. I'm seeing men who are giving ring now. I say, I just give her a ring because she said she want a ring. Ladies, beware, because your heart is getting broken and splintered way too often because you are making informed choices and you are just making yourselves too vulnerable, and susceptible to these kinds of hurt. You're not checking out the thing before you enter into the thing. You're not understanding and getting clarity in the conversation to say, if he gives me a ring, what does that mean? We'll come to that. My production managers, persons are and Lady Damarley and Lady Anelia, and so write that down for another segment. We're going to discuss this whole ring thing, right? One at a time on Love Online. Because we don't want to get carried away with something that doesn't mean anything to one party, right? So, yeah, when love is not enough, you have to learn to reconnect. Because people disconnect all the time. Like children come into the picture and them immediately multiply a distraction from each other because they want attention. Like work gets demanding because people have high seasons in work, right? So work gets demanding, right? Like we're not connecting because we not connect. We go to work, we go different places to go to work, and we don't try to connect during the day to say, give a phone call, send a WhatsApp message, or some sort of connection, or you're having a long distance relationship. By the way, producer, that's another topic, right? The long distance relationship. I have to talk about that, I have to teach how to do the things them online, right? So I'm saying when love is not enough, you have to be deliberate. You have to be purposeful about doing the things that will cause you to reconnect so that the fires start blazing again. So be intentional in sending the little message to say, babes, I love you. How is your day? I'm thinking about you. You know, those little things, right? Be intentional about those little things. Be intentional about, connecting during your lunchtime. Listen, you go to Bakra Master to work, but Bakra Master supposed to give you your lunchtime, or you supposed to take your lunchtime because it is yours. Everybody get break. Even the call center people, them get break at some point in time throughout the day. Your time is your time. Don't miss a moment because life is too short to not connect with your loved one. Not true. Not true, sure. Ice Lady Tasha, how you doing? Sex Terry, you look me no don't. Him not him text you all the time. Yes, right? Yeah. All right, how you doing? All right, yes, I'm saying you have to be deliberate about connecting during those times. You understand? Because it is your responsibility. If your relationship get boring and still, you can't blame nobody. You know, you cannot certainly blame me. You have to blame yourselves because you are the ones who are responsible for that relationship. You understand? So when things are not going, what happened, double O? When things are not going as you want them to go, then make it happen, man. Because some of the time we're sitting down and waiting on a circumstance to happen when you are the circumstance. Well, you know, so to make it happen. You understand? Yeah, Janet, we need this. We need to understand that sometimes emotions wane. You understand? If I, like I say, if I follow out the door look right now, so Dunbar never get dinner this evening. You understand? Because if my emotions start feel like how out the door look, God bless him days. You understand? Yeah. Talk about the mother-in-laws. Yes, we're going to talk about that Nardia at some point in time. Producers, take note of that. We're going to talk about in-law. Let's call that one the in-law factor. So we're not just discuss the mother and we'll talk about the brother and the sister too. I think of them brother TV and they must come sit down and chair and watch it. Right, we're going to talk about that another time. That's all like a good topic. Yeah, you understand? Yes. So I'm saying, HRH, how you doing? Oh, girl, Mr. Skim, how you doing? And Justin, how you doing? Yeah. So when love is not enough, you make it enough. You have to do the servicing. If your car wants service, your car got service. You put in the oil, you buy all of the filters them, and notice I'm not about car, right? But you buy the things them when necessary. So when you see that your relationship, you're having a disconnect, you're coming and the two of you there on separate side of the room on your phones and your tablets. This is another thing to, you need to dash your phone out the door sometime, right? Because that's another thing that is creating a disconnect. Because me they right beside you, but you not see me. But you say, but I am here. Yes, you are here with your physical self, but you are not there emotionally. You're not available. You understand? So I'm saying you have to do what you need to do when love is not enough. Yeah, it's hard to do that when other emotions are at play. How you separate the two? What kind of emotion you're talking about, Monique? Like I said, emotion is a fluctuating thing, That's why you can't build a relationship on emotion, That's why the love that is necessary to sustain a relationship is not the in love. Because the in love is a romantic love, is the love that makes a decision, that makes a choice, that makes a commitment. That is the love that is necessary. Does this typically happen to those who marry very young? It happens to anybody. It doesn't elude or escape anybody. It happens to everybody. You understand? Because the relationship has cycles. I'm going to talk about that another time. Relationship has cycles. There are 5 cycles that relationship goes through. The first one is the merge. That is where you feel nice and you feel like nothing can ever go wrong and that your love will never die. Can I tell you? Yes, but then you move from that stage. Better tell you something. When you're in that stage, milk it for all it is worth. Because you're going to move from that stage because it's a cycle, it must move. And the only thing that is permanent in life is change. So that cycle is going to change. So if you think you're going to go there right, so you turn there. If you think you're going there's a right, it's all the time. You have a next guest coming. It's going to move. And some other emotions, conflicting emotions are going to come into play. Yeah? And you say, what is it, Nadia? Mother thinks that because she gives birth to him, he belongs. Look here, we're not going to say it in another, but we're going to talk about it because it seems that there's definitely a problem right there. So I'm going to talk about it in another one. All right. Sean is asking if it typically happens to persons who marry very young. It happens to everybody, Sean. Whether you marry young or you marry old or you didn't know each other, there's always a disconnect. Why? Me say it already. Life happens. When you're in love or you're getting into the relationship, everything seems peachy and hunky-dory. But when you get back from honeymoon and get back into regular life, and you have to go work, and some of you work double shifts, and you have to work long hours, and you travel long hours to get to work, and you have to fight with a boss and everything, then you understand that life gets in the way. And if you have two children in your yard, especially if you have two early childhood children like some of you that, is one behind the other, then you're going to find that there's a disconnect. And that is why you have to work on the thing. You understand? You have to work on it because distractions come in. And so you have to be intentional to put it in. Make the date night. Looking if it's sardine and rice and you garnish it with a piece of mint or a piece of pepper leaf, whatever it is, make the date night. If it is put in little, we don't use Kool-Aid anymore, we're gone past this. So if you're buying a white candle, you understand? And mix like a syrup, red syrup, and put it down in the bowl and make it look like you create something. Do whatever so you can play footsie under the table. If it is send the children them to bed, give them like a DPH and send them to bed. Yes, and so that you can create the connection. If it's telling the children too that, go to bed, it's mommy and daddy date night. If it is watching a movie, setting a movie night, if it is just laying down and listening to some music, you have to be responsible for your relationship. Nobody cannot be responsible for your relationship. You have to be responsible. And one hand can clap for truth, my child. Right? So don't forget distance. And like I say, like and share everybody, like and share. You have to like and share this thing and do some thumbs ups and some likes, right? You have to do it, right? So love may not be enough when it is the romantic love. If it's a choice you make, stick to the plan. Because you choose to love. So choose to maintain it and choose to sustain it. It is your responsibility. It is not mine. It is not somebody else's. It is your responsibility. The two know. Because most of the time when I meet, nobody never know. It is both of your responsibility. But don't do this thing, where you are waiting on him and he's waiting on you, or you are waiting on her. Don't do that. Because anybody could do what everybody could do, but nobody did what everybody could. Don't do that. Any one of you can do it. If it is important to you, do it. Right? Whether you're hurting or not. Oh, you do, Rista? Thank you for joining. David Suzette, how you doing? Billionaire, send some of the money over here, so now, because we have charity coming up. I'm going to tell you about the charity in a moment. Right? But I'm saying, do what you need to do to ensure that your relationship is working. I got to do what I got to do. I have to keep up my looks. Yeah, I have to ensure that, I am the side for sore eyes and not the cause of sore eyes. I got to do what I have to do after over 40 odd years. You understand? What happens when it's the female alone doing these things? Just do it. Look here. If I don't wait for my husband to set a date in 40 odd years now, it might not set. I set the date because that's my strength. My strength is setting the date, so that's my strength. I am not, that's his weakness. If it is his weakness, why are you looking for it? You are going to make yourself miserable and you're going to get frown lines in your face. I'm going to look old before time. Don't wait on that. Set the date, as make them pay. There's the part that you do, set the date, and the part that they do is pay. Yes, we're going to talk about that another time too. Right? What do you do if the other party is not willing? You can't force them. You can't force them. But do your part. You see, love? Love is a many splendid thing, and love is something that you can't turn down if it's genuine love. You understand? So you can't force anybody to do what they don't want to do, but you can do your part. Let it not be that your part was never done. You understand? Yeah. This I tell us a marriage a plenty of work. Listen here, Sean. 24 hours a day, there's no leave and no vacation break. That is what it is. That is why you single people who are on need to value your singleness, need to love it, and need to cherish it. Because when you get married, I'm not saying it's a life sentence, but I'm saying it's a life of working on it. And trust me, you can enjoy it. I'm enjoying my marriage. Yeah, my husband is home, not well today, but I'm happy that he's home. Yeah, I get him a little bit more to go and give him some TLC, tender loving care. Yeah, understand? So yeah, it is what you do with what you have. Okay? So so what I have to run, right? On the people them lunchtime. I think I'm going to keep on up on the people them lunchtime. Right. Keisha, how you doing? Andrea, you come off a honeymoon, Andrea, and they here. Oh, it's Janvo. Lord have mercy. Look here. Yes, I'm saying. Hi, Kiwanis. How you doing? Kiwanis Trafalgar, you on? Where are you on? Come off. Yeah, I'll see you later tonight, Kiwanis Trafalgar. Yes, I'm going to be down there with you. Make sure you say you have all things down there for me. Yes, I know, right? Facts. So I'm saying, Guys, sustain your love. It's your responsibility. If you find that you're having a disconnect, if you find that when you come home in the evenings, you and your partner barely grunting good evening to each other, do something. Put on your little short, sit on top of the TV for it him a watch so that he can see something else to watch. You never buy my book subscription yet. I put a very vivid picture there after auto, get their attention. Yeah, do what you need to do. You understand? Because it pays to advertise if you have the good. Lunchtime is 1 hour, so you want me for the ad with you for 1 hour. Don't it? I love you. I love you, Sean. That's why you're in the distance. All right. So yes. So loving. We're talking about loving. You see my shirt? Well, let me show you my shirt. It says love gives. Yeah, my son-in-law made it, print it. Right. So that's what we're talking about next. Because when you love, you give. Right? When you love, you give. That's why you do to your partner. When you love, you give. And when we love, we give to others. So I'm talking about my charity, which is coming up, Carla Dunbar Ministries International Charity Showcase. Love gives. We went down to St. Catherine and we took some footage. God, listen, we were reduced to tears, those of us who went down. You need to help us to realize this goal of building a home for this single mother and her twins. They really need a home. So you see, Love Gives, it's on the 12th of February. It's a Sunday evening. It's an all-inclusive, food-inclusive. It's a food-inclusive event, and you need to be here to give the support. Buy a ticket, $10,000 and a nothing when there's a cause. Couples, it is $20,000. Single persons, $10,000. Those persons who live afar and all over the place are not coming. It's only $25 for your ticket, or I think I see something like $3,800 in Jamaican. Or you contact our office via our email at carladunbarministries@gmail.com, or any one of my handles at Carla Dunbar Ministries. You send us a message to say you want a ticket, or you call us at 876-782-7646 or 756-0559. The numbers are running across your screen. Help us to realize this goal. Right? God was so good this morning. I went to TVG. I saw the special ed officers, and I was able to try and get some help for the little boy. He needs some help. And so we really want to do this. We want to build a home. We want to give them a startup so that they don't have to become dependent and begging all the time. So please partner with us. Even if you can't come, invest it $10,000. God will give it back to you. Invest it $25 if you're in a far parish and you can't be here. But we'd love for you to be here, because Jody and Pancho will be here. Trinell Robinson will be here. Andre Shepherd will be here. Basilia and Brian Hoff will be here as our MC. We'll be having a wonderful fashion show, right? So you need to be here for Love Gives on February 12th, 5 p.m. is showtime. You got to be here. It's going to be grand. So I'm looking forward for that. Also, the gym, which is a free one. Because me give free one to. So that one that you pay, but me give free one to. So the gym is Sunday coming right here. So this Sunday coming at 4 p.m. It's a free date with yourself. Yes, you can date yourself, single people. Date yourself. Take yourself to the gym. Come learn something. Come see hear the married people in problem. So you know what kind of problem you're not supposed to have. Right? Men or females. Come to the gym. Drive up here on Temple Palm Gardens on Sunday evening. If you're close by. If you're not, join us online at Carla Dunbar Ministries on Facebook and YouTube for the gym on Sunday evening. Free refreshment. You can't get it better than that. Which day to go up on where everything is free? Only at the gym on a fourth Sunday evening, and every Sunday. So nobody say, I'm going to come the other one. No, it's not the next one, it's next week. It's this one right here. So, all right. So until then, date yourself and bring your partner as well. Right? So until next Wednesday, this is Love Online with Bishop Dr. Carla Dunbar. Remember, when love is not enough, it is your responsibility to do what it necessitates to ensure that love is fostered and love is fueled. God bless you. Love covers a multitude of sin. So if they sin, forgive them. God bless you. I love you.